Alright, hello guys. Today, this video, gonna be pretty simple. We're gonna do a little quick review, right? Where we learn how to do factors, decimals, percentage, and normal numbers. So, let's get back to it. So normal numbers, let's just forget about everything else. We're gonna do long multiplication, alright? So let's say 937 times 50. This, of course, you probably already know this, alright? It can't be that hard anymore. So let's calculate it. So, the total answer is 46,850. So, let me explain how to do it. So, first there's a zero, so you just write a line of zeros. But you don't have to, you can just skip a line. And then down here, 5 times 7, 35. 5 here, 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus the 3 is 18. Then carry the 1. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus the 1 is 46. So, boom. That's a long multiplication. Very, very basic, really. You all must know this. And real quick question, real tip actually. Back in the day, actually, when I was a young kid, a grade 3, the teacher used to make us do long multiplication if we were misbehaving. So like, we had more work to do, which sucked. But now I guess that she has a point there. Alright? So now we're gonna move on to factors. So factors, adding factors, let me just remind you, adding factors, you have to make sure that the denominator, is equal to the other factor's denominator. And the number on top is the numerator. So that's how the way subtraction is the same. You have to make sure that the denominator on both factors is the same. You actually calculate division of the factors. Okay, I haven't calculated this actually. 3 times 5 divided by 4 times 7. 4 about 7. So you're going to be asking, how do you do a division in factors? Well, actually, you don't. You actually don't divide factors. You actually, the divide, you change it into a multiply and just switch the places of the denominator and the numerator of the other factor. So really, it's very basic actually. And multiplication, you already get it. Just take the numerator and multiply with the other numerator, and the denominator multiply with the other numerator. It doesn't have to be equal. It can be equal, but it's not necessary. So now let's move on to decimals. So just so you know, to change a number into a decimal, divide it by 100. All right. So let's see here. We have 25 and 100, you change it into 0.25. So, a good question is that there's actually percentages under 0.1. There's 001, which is 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 10,000, 1 to 100,000, 1 to 1,000,000. So, just keep that in mind, right? So, now we've got factors out of the way. Decimals out of the way. Let's move on to percentage. Before we do the percentage, however, I'm going to remind you about division rules, which you might remember, but just a quick review. Alright, number 1, you can't divide 1 because it will always be the same number if you multiply by 1. Same goes with 1 divided by 1. 2, the number has to be an even number, which is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and beyond. Then there's number 3. It has to be a number that is already multiplied by 3. Let's say 3 divided by 21 equals 7 because 7 times 3 is 21. So that's it. You can't really divide other numbers. And then there's 4. 4 is, it also has to be even number, but and also, right? there is a certain chance that sometimes it can only multiply with a number already multiplied by 4. Then we go to number 5, which has only one simple requirement, is that the number which it is dividing has a 0 or a 5 at the end, or else it will not give us a good answer, a straight answer. Alright, and the same goes for 2 actually. 2 and 5 have one shared thing, is that if the end number is 0, then they both can divide it easily. Then we have 6, which is same as 3. 7 also same as 3. 8 is, it has its, 8 is also the same as 3. And then 10 is that it has a 0 in the back. Alright, it's very, very simple, really. And just remember, this is just a review, alright? I'm not calling it stupid or anything, alright? Yeah. Now let's move on to percentage. Real quick reminder is that to change a decimal into percentage, you just multiply it by 100. Alright? Let's get back to that. We got the 25 that we just got earlier when we were doing the decimal review. You multiply it with 100 and have the percentage symbol behind it, which is a line and 2 circles. It's similar to the percentage is like similar to the yin and yang, but like it's an S shape in the yin and yang symbol. You just don't mind that. So 25%. And you change it back into 0.25 and change it back to 1.4. 1.4. Alright? So, it's a very, very simple concept. But, it's still percentages. There's negative percentages and there's the percentages below 0. Alright? There's below 0, yeah. So, that was the review for my couple past math videos. Thank you for watching, and bye. See you next time.